Hi, it's Cici. I am a reseller on Poshmark, and I am going to show you what I got on a quick thrift excursion to the Brooklyn Park, Minnesota Goodwill Outlet. I got a handful of neat items. Let me show you what I got. Good morning. I am home in Minnesota where the days are short and cold. This is packed already. Okay, if you can see the inside, like, there's already a lot of people there. It's 9:16. I've been here an hour and 15 minutes. I've lost half of my phone case. I'm exhausted. I just had coffee. I haven't eaten. They're rolling out new wraps, but I think I'm gonna go through my cart one by one. This is just my first day thrifting here. It's so cold. I put on this Joy Lab sweatshirt that I thrifted. Okay, I am done with the thrifting at the Brooklyn Park Goodwill Outlet bins. It was pretty intense, and I'm going to show you really quickly what I got. I'm in my hotel room, and I've got my bags right here. And I think I found some neat stuff. I hate putting some things back, but yeah, it's a different, every region is different. So if you know, you know. This is a North Star hockey hoodie. The Minnesota North Star is totally vintage. It looks like I think I could fit it, but it's maybe like a men's large. Oh, it's extra large. So I think it's unisex extra large. It's a hooded one. It had a few light, like bleach stains somewhere on the sleeve. I can't see where, but that caught my eye, so I definitely picked that up. I got this jacket. I might wear this. It's Hollister. It's a black denim size large, and it's got the fleece hoodie, and then it's got a raw hem. And I just think that is so cute and distressed. Oh, let me turn off. I don't know why the TV's on. Hold on. Yeah. And then I found this pair of gloves. I think I'm just going to wear them while I'm here. I packed a pair of gloves, but they're houndstooth and they're not as cute as this. But they're just women's gloves. I don't know that they're wool. I don't know that there was a fabric tag. Oh, no, they're just Target. They're universal thread. So let me see if I can get myself in here a little bit more. My filming, of course, is not ideal because I'm not in my own private home setting, but I'm going to make it work. So this is Talbot's size medium cashmere sweater. It looks like it might be a little bit shrunk, but I did my super look over there and I didn't see any holes, so just a nice burgundy cashmere sweater. It'll be about the season pretty soon to stop picking up sweaters, but I think cashmere I would do year round. This is just, there's a name for these. I can't remember the name, but they're those vintage style hats that come over the chin, and then this will snap down too if you want to protect yourself from the wind. Oh no, it's snowing on. Okay, well I sold another one that was actually legit vintage, and that actually snapped down. This is not vintage. I think it's just, oh, it's Marley Lily. So no, that's not vintage, but super warm. This bag I looked up when I was there. They're selling for about $30.25. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name. I'll just show you guys the tag. So it's just a canvas crossbody with also satchel straps. And yeah, I think it's like that neutral vibe. And then I got a pair of Keens. I struggled so hard in the shoe bins there. So these, I guess I looked them up briefly. They're like water sandals, and their size, I don't know. I'm not going to do the size thing today just because I'm not in my regular setting, so I'm not on my game. But the shoe game was really hard there. I found one pair or one mate of a Doc Martens. I found one mate of a Birkenstock. I found one mate of a really nice heeled brown leather boot, and I spent so much time rescouring through to try find the other mate, and I didn't have any luck on that. But I did find this new brand to me. It's London, let me see here. Bertie, London, which is funny because that was the king's name. It has the Celtic accent there. It's got a little dent there. That's where you're seeing that light reflection, but I can stuff it and get it wet and try to remold that dent out a little bit. But they're nice. They're black leather, Celtic heels for women. So this is a nice tote bag. It's Merona and it's vegan leather, but I picked it up because I didn't have a bag to put all my purchases in. So I was like, oh, that's a cute pink. I'll grab that. But I'm really fond of it. I actually really like this pink. I think I'm going to carry it all day. And then I believe, yeah, it's one of those reversible deals where it's tan on the inside. But this thing is in great shape. So, but just Merona. I've had other Merona items in my closet and they just don't sell. So I picked up this because I put it on as soon as I left the bins because I was freezing. I just have this lightweight turtleneck on, and then I had a trench, like a midi length trench on, and it wasn't enough layering. Like I need tights under my leggings and I need layers of shirts. It's really cold. It's weird because I grew up in Minnesota. I'm from here. I'm all about the winter. I get it. But right now it's just damp. It's raining constantly. So that tells you it's above 32 degrees Fahrenheit or it would be snow, but it's so bone-chillingly cold with the rain, and there's just like this nasty wind. So I needed another layer. Joy Lab is not a brand that sells well, but I think my daughter might like this, so I'm gonna show it to her. If not, I'll keep it and sell it, but it's like in new without tags condition, and it's got kind of that navy tie-dye effect. And then this was one of the Scottish style sweaters. This is, well, it says Susan Bristol, 100% Shetland wool, made in Hong Kong. And it's size large. I believe it's a cropped length. Like I might try this on over my turtleneck, but it's cable knit and it's in a nice kind of warm shade of brown, if you can see that. So, and I did my super searching for holes and I didn't see any holes in that. Then I got two hats. They had hats there too, just like down in the Savannah bins. This one is just a felt wool, gray cap, kind of just neutral. It's got this braided accent up here, super cute. And then this is actually by Levi's. So it's also a felt wool cap with the brim. It says size medium. I don't know how much I believe in hat sizes, but I have a big head and this won't pull down, so I guess they're true. But yeah, it's just easy to wear, packable, super cute. And then this I actually walked out with on my person. I stole this by accident. So as I was grabbing things, like I got a fanny pack, I put that around my fanny, I had a scarf, I had it around my neck, I had those hats on my head. Like I was just trying to, because the way they do it at that one, the carts just kind of stay in the aisle and then you peruse the bins. So I didn't want to keep running back to my cart when I found things. So I was just trying to stack them onto my person. This one I did that with and I never put it back. My intention was I never put it in my bag to pay. So as I was checking out, it was across my body, and it wasn't until I got to the car and took off my own personal crossbody that I saw I had accidentally taken this crossbody. Zigzag, but I'll put it in the comments, but it's actually really cute. It's got this little fuzz. It ties closed at the top. But I think I can sell it is the point, even though I accidentally stole it. Oh, hold on, housekeeping's here. And then I got this gray. It's really just a neutral, plain thing. The brand is SO. But I thought this would also be a piece I could wear here and then sell when I got home. I might put this on instead of that wool sweater over my thing. It's got little slits at the side. But it's really cute and soft and brushed. And then this was the fanny pack I was saying I was wearing around. It just zips at the front. I think it's a black vegan leather. But it's a good size because it fit around my waist, and my waist isn't tiny. And then I think it's vegan leather. I can't get at the tag. But it has a nice adjustable strap in the back. Oh, and it has a zipper pouch on the back. So just super easy to travel with. But I got these shoes. So they're a canvas. They're Dansko. but they have this absolute retro vibe because they're red canvas and they've just got that nice white wall with red trim, and they're in really good condition. They're really cute and they look like they're so comfortable. Those are size Dance Go 38, so Euro 38. And then I did find one pair of Birkenstocks. They're women's, they're like that style, and they're in good shape. In my last video, I went into how things work for Birkenstock and I, or no, not my last video, the video before the last video. But yeah, I never pass up a good Birkenstock. So got a cashmere red scarf, and it was sitting in one of the scarf and bag bins. And that is, it just says 100% cashmere made in Scotland. A Patagonia bag, it was just sitting with the bags. I tried to do comps on this particular bag, and Google Lens didn't give me anything for Patagonia. I looked at the Patagonia canvas totes on Poshmark. The comps weren't great, but they were for a lot of smaller, more narrow bags. This is kind of a roomy tote, and then it also is, it's a good brand, so hopefully I can sell it. I mean, Patagonia, like many brands, doesn't get what it used to. So that's what I got this morning at the Brooklyn Park, Minnesota Goodwill Outlets. I'm going to pick my daughter up shortly, and we're going to go to the one in Chaska, so I'll have more finds for you later. Okay, bye for now. So it's later today. I'm back from other thrifting. I meant to say earlier that batch that I got at the Goodwill Brooklyn Park was $44.07, and there was tiered pricing, which I'll show on the screen now. Okay, so I'm just pulling up to the Goodwill outlet in Chaska. It looks like the parking lot is pretty packed. It's about 1 in the afternoon, so I'm not gonna get in at the morning rotation, but if I remember right from the last time I was here, they do frequent rotations throughout the day, so I should still be able to get in on the goods, and I am super excited to get y'all some video footage and show you what I find. All right. There's all the stuff. So it's really cold. I'm leaving. I only found one pair of boots there because there were a bunch of items that I would have gotten if I were home, but they weren't worth picking up to travel with. Hi, I'm back after a long day and I'm purely exhausted. We went out, my daughter and I went out to the Chaska, Minnesota Goodwill outlet, and I have some video footage. It's just really an overwhelming place. They have great items. I only ended up getting one thing there because I'm trying to be very discerning because I need to travel back home with all these items, so I only want to pick things that I'm really certain are going to sell or that are fit for my closet. And there were several items that if I had run across them in Savannah, I would have picked up, but I didn't pick them up here. So all I got at the Chaska Goodwill outlet was one pair of boots. And the lady was so kind. She's like, "What, do you want me to charge you 3 for them?" And I'm like, you know, I'm not knowing what she's meaning. She's like, "Well, if I weigh them by weight, they're 6 something." She's like, "But I can just give them to you for 3. So of course I was like, yeah, but I'll show you what they are. They're a pair of gray leather boots, and they are Timberland. They're a smaller size. I think they're 6.5, but they've got the Sherpa trim inside, and they've got a nice cream stitching accent. They're in good shape. They have the Timberland brand logo there, and that is what I got. I put several things back. There were a couple pair of shoes that were size 6 or 6.5, and that's the same size as those, but the other ones just, one was a really nice Oxford, but those are more of a fall thing, and I just didn't feel like picking that up right now, and not because of the small sizing, maybe having it move for almost an entire year. And the other was a super cute pair of BCBG girls salmon high heels, and I would have got them, but I talked myself out of it because there was a little leather scuff on the back. So, and then I found some different clothing items that I passed on, and I got 2 items for myself, but yeah. So that was what I got at the Chaska Goodwill Outlet, but they do their rotation so frequently. They are always switching out bins. If you're ever in the area, I highly suggest at least one visit to that location because they're bringing out new shoe bins constantly. They're bringing out new clothing bins constantly, and they've got a good 4 long aisles just chock full of bins, probably 2, 4, 6, 8 to 10 bins down, and they're doubled up, so that's 20. When they bring out a rotation, that's 20 new bins. So it was great. And then we also went to Savers in Columbia Heights, Minnesota. I always hear about other people going to Savers, and many years ago when I lived in Minneapolis, I would shop there just as a regular thrift store shopper on occasion. But this was my first time actually going to Savers as a reseller. So I will show you what I got. The first item I got was a pair of Western style ankle boots by Code West. They're black, but they have a charcoal undertone, and they've got this nice overlayer, but yeah, they've got the Western styling, and I don't know the size on those. They are actually size 7.5 medium. I'm not certain that that's not a man's shoe. I don't know, it might be a woman's, it might be a man's, but they were in great shape. They were $13.49. I took some comps when I was in the store, and it's a solid brand. While I could not find that exact ankle booty, I'm confident enough that they will sell for a decent price. I got this gown for $2.99. It's more, I think it's like a lounging gown. It's a blush pink, and it has a tie accent at the waist, and then it's got smocked sleeves like that. So it's really pretty. It's satin. It kind of flows out at the hem. So I thought for that price, I'll figure out if I'm going to, I think it's actually a lounge dress. I don't think it's actually a pajama dress. So then I found a flannel nightgown, and I have great luck with flannel nightgowns. It's a cotton flannel nightgown. It's vintage. I think it's a size smaller, medium. The size is worn off, but it's called, the brand is Slumber Jam. I don't know if you can even see that, but it's just a pink full-length cotton nightgown. And then I got this hat. I might wear it a little bit while I'm here. It's a lamb's wool cream, just knit winter hat. Then I've sold this brand twice before. It's Arcopedico. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that quite right, but it's a knit, just slide-on shoe. They make like comfort shoes. And yeah, I've had 2 before that I had no trouble selling. Oh, so that went its own way. They had those priced at $6.29 at Savers. Oh, and that flannel nightgown, I didn't say the price on that. That was just really quickly, that was $3.49. And then the last item I got was a brand that was new to me, but it's a good brand. It's called Noonday Collection. Noonday, N-O-O-N Day. And it's a nice thicker leather convertible backpack. And it's just like that on the inside. And that they had marked at $15.49, but because the comps were so good, I went for it. And that is what I got at Savers. The total there was $50.84. And I think because I got some solid brand name pieces, those will be all right. I'm exhausted. I'm going to finish up my evening coffee and get just ready for tomorrow. I'm going to go back to the Brooklyn Park bins tomorrow morning. I don't think I'm going to go out to Chaska because it's a little bit of a hike, and I feel like I found just as good quality items at Brooklyn Park as I did at Chaska. I will say the Chaska location rotated their bins out much more often, so you got more variety quicker. But the quality of the items in the bins, I think, was comparable at both places. And then they have a bins in St. Paul, Minnesota, which is just across the river from Minneapolis. But I went there once, the last time I was back home visiting, and it's much smaller. It's kind of really dark inside, and it really didn't appeal to me too much, so I don't think I'm going to go back there. But that is what I got today. It is Tuesday, the 26th of December. And I'm going to get back and out it a little bit, out it a little bit more tomorrow. Not too much. It's taking a lot of my energy. And so my daughter and I have been spending a lot of time doing that. And there's some other things I want to do while I'm home besides thrift. So, but I will be going back a little bit more just because that's what I do. So anyway, if you stayed this long, I'm sorry this has been disjointed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. All right, bye.